What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. Hope you guys are doing amazing. It's good to see a lot of your faces today. Look at Paul's in the house. We got Bart in the house. What's up, Mandy? And good to see you guys. Christy, always a pleasure. Super excited today, guys. We got a lot of information to cover. I know we're a couple weeks out from our big convention, and a lot of great things are happening. How many of you that are travel agents excited that you got your login? You guys have gone through some of the training. You guys have taken the quizzes. How many of you guys have taken the quizzes and made it through the quizzes? I know it's very difficult. We had to do some trickery on you guys. And how many of you guys have already requested some of your access to TAP and Odysseus and all the good stuff and ready to book some travel and make some money? I know I am excited about it. And, we've got some amazing, amazing people behind the scenes working diligently on making this, always improving it, making it faster, stronger, better on the daily. And we couldn't be more grateful. First of all, I want to thank you guys for your patience. A lot of you guys know at convention, we had hurricane number one where it just went through Asheville. And a lot of you guys don't know this, but our corporate headquarters for our partnership on the back end is based out of Asheville, North Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia, and Orlando, Florida. And they were literally taking jab, 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 right hook for the last few weeks with what we're doing. And obviously, we didn't roll everything out as quickly and as on time as we wanted to. And a lot of you guys, I have a lot of respect for you for just being so patient and understanding. There's still people that don't have power, they don't have internet, they don't have water, and it's a mess out there. So we're definitely rooting and praying for each and every one out there. There's still people even missing out there. And we just launched an office and rolled it out a couple weeks, actually last weekend in last Sunday, a week from tomorrow, we opened an office in Las Vegas, Nevada. Smart play. They don't have much weather out there other than sunshine and rainbows, so it's a good thing that we got something on the West Coast as well. But we are officially launched. Like, it's all out there, right? We're excited. I'm excited. And we finally have everything out there, guys. So just thank you guys for your patience first and foremost, and praying for all the families. I know we got our partner Jake on here, who's not even at his home city. He's on the East Coast of Florida right now. They have no power out there, and God knows what it looks like in his area. And so we're just rooting for each and every one of you guys. So, couple quick updates and announcements before I bring Jake on and then go through our training today. Just so you guys know, we are transitioning this upcoming week, which won't affect you in a negative way. It'll be in a positive way. Our Levarti Pay. So if you go to levartipay.com, it will be redirected this week back to our new partnership. I know we had some international people that were having some difficulties getting their cash out, so we want to make it simpler for you. So we are upgrading our relationship there. For those of you that know, we actually have a new Levarti community. How many of you are in the Levarti community and going through all the benefits and features in there? We got our 5-day launch to your success in there. We've got all the presentations in there. We've got all the slide decks in there. I'm going to do a quick walkthrough, not on everything, but just point out some of the nuances in there. You're going to definitely want to make sure that you guys are in the community. Make sure every new person is in the community. While Jake's talking, I'll actually drop in text in the chat on what I send to every new person that I suggest you save in your notes. And that way we duplicate this thing on a large scale. But I'm very, very, very proud of that community. Let me quickly show you a couple updates. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for, let me go in here real quick. We shall. Back on. There we go. All right. Can you guys all see? Give me a thumbs up if you guys can see what we're looking at here. Can you guys see that okay? Hopefully you guys can. All right, perfect. So real quick, two things I want to point out, or three things. Number one, every brand new person needs to go through the 5 steps to your success. If you haven't gone through it yet, maybe it's time for a recharge and going through that. I'm not going to go through the details, but there's two things I want to point out here. Number one, all of your passport travel agent videos is in one chat. We just recorded yesterday morning about a 5 to 7 minute, by the time it's edited, documentary that is going to be a high level sizzle video that all of you I know will fall in love with. But for in the meantime, we've got the 1 minute video, which is a sizzle to pique somebody's interest. Ask after they say, yes, I'm open, I'm interested, show me what you got. We got a 1 minute video done by some amazing, amazing individuals that have been in this industry for over a decade and signed up thousands of people into our profession. And then we have a 14-minute sneak peek on what it looks like on how you can actually make money within your first 24 hours as a travel agent. So make sure you guys go through those videos today. The other thing I want to point out under resources, under presentation slide decks, we've got everything for you. We've got our basic presentation. For those of you that were at convention, you saw me go through a presentation showing the benefits and how you can make money immediately with TAP and Odysseus. Those are in there, and also our slide deck for our comp plan. So make sure you guys go in there. After you go through the 5 steps to success, what I teach brand new people is don't even go through all of this information until after your 3 days, because there's a 3-day launch system that we have with the 5 steps to your success. Once you do that, though, I want everybody to go to the announcements, and we have a pinned post up here, which is a walkthrough of the whole platform, so you know where all the benefits and features are with what we're doing. All right. Now, the other thing I want to cover real quickly for those of you, hold on a minute. I'm having a difficult time. Let me make sure. Let me go down here. Can you guys see the, put a 1 in the chat if you guys can see my computer screen here real quick. I want to make sure you guys are seeing this. Can you guys see it? Okay, drop a 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, perfect. It wasn't highlighting that you could see it. All right. So the other thing I want to show you real quickly, for those of you that are brand new travel agents, congratulations. I truly believe, guys, I know Jake and I and others have great relationships with people in this profession, in the host agency space, and we know exactly what our future looks like. We know that over the next 14 months or 13 and a half months going into the end of next year, what our goals are, where we're going to be. But our 5-year plan is truly to have 100,000 travel agents in this program. Our goal is to create the most robust, simple duplication system, which we've done. We want to create the most sexiest travel opportunity in the world with giving 100% commission out there, which we've done. And obviously, how many of you guys like the upgrade of what we've created with what we're doing here? I mean, it's just amazing what we have. And I just want to point out a couple things for those of you that are brand new travel agents and you don't know where to start, because I've had some people reach out to me in the last 24 hours. You guys can obviously see your dashboard here. This is where all of your bookings are going to be tracked and measured, so you can see what's going on. But where it says condos, cruises, getaways all the way across here, this is the net rate booking engine. If you're a travel agent, this is where we strip out the commissions and you can book your travel. Where it says training materials, this will be adjusted this week to say travel agent training materials and be moved over to the dashboard, so don't get confused down the road when this is moved. But in here, you can see all your training and benefits. Just so you guys know, in order to turn on your TAP and Odysseus and Globus and Vax and all the different vendors and suppliers, you've got to go through the modules. Quick welcome video. Module 1 is a getting started, and it gives you a whole walkthrough of what we're doing. But when you notice, when you get to module 2, not only are you going to watch the video, but you got to take a quiz. There's about 5 questions or so on each quiz. You got to pass with 100%. Once you do, then you can go and request access to the different providers and vendors. But I just wanted to point this out. Make sure you guys go through that if you haven't already yet, to go through this information so you can get informed and educated and become aware of what you actually have your hands on. We have some incredible partners that contracted with us that really laid this out in the most simple, fun, exciting way. To how many of you that have gone through this think it's a lot of fun? You are eager to go through the information. Drop a me in the chat. And it's just a great, it's great on the eyes. It's a great image. And you guys are ready for success. I've had people messaging me late in the evening last night, just how excited and grateful they are, where not only can they make money on the affiliate side with what we do, but also the fact that you can actually make money in the travel space for the first time with Levarti, which we're incredibly excited about. So moving on real quick. So go through that today if you haven't yet. Go through the community so you know exactly where everything's at. How many of you guys were at convention and you guys heard us talk about a promotion? We talked about a big promotion coming out real quickly. For those of you that missed convention, we launched a 90-day promo, but it resets every month. And what we did is we focused it solely on the travel agent program, Passport Travel Agent, okay? And what we did is every sale puts you in a drawing for the month of October. And the first Saturday of every month, we're gonna do a drawing and pick a winner, and then it resets. So in November, it resets. Everybody's at zero. Every sale you get towards the travel agency counts as an enrollment. Now, for those of you, we did something special that most companies will never do, but we wanted to make sure we took care of everybody. For the early adapters, the visionaries, and the people that just enrolled, if you became a travel agent at all in 2024, you are automatically we're counting your own sale to yourself, even back in February and March and all the way up till current, into the drawing for the first month. So October. So if you are a travel agent, your own sale gets you in the raffle. Does that make sense to everybody? Now, every sale you get puts you in the raffle, and every third sale, we double the amount of opportunity that you get. So for those of you that haven't upgraded yet, I highly encourage you to become a travel agent. We'll talk more about that during the training today. All right. But for every sale you get, it counts towards the promotion. And then in November, it resets. And then every sale in November, and it's only the travel agent sales. It doesn't count for Passport Light or Passport. It only counts for the travel agent program. Okay. Every month it resets. We're going to pick 3 winners, and you're going to get all paid expenses minus getting there. You got to pay for your flight or, driving there, whatever it might be. But we're going to pay for your stay. And I know a lot of you guys that were at convention, we did launch the trip to be in San Diego. I need you guys to listen to me. It is not in San Diego. So make sure if you don't book a flight to San Diego, because you will be there by yourself and a bunch of strangers. All right. But we did switch it. We decided to do something a little bit more elaborate, more exciting. How many of you guys are excited to go hang out in the Keys in Florida? We're going to do instead of a 3-night, 4-day, it's a 4-night, 5-day trip. We're going to release the link and the dates next Saturday. So I want this is important for you guys to know. Next Saturday, we're going to roll out the link. Now, there is limited access to this, okay? We aren't doing a complete resort takeover yet. Eventually we will, just so you know, all right? But not yet. But just understand there will be transfers to and from the airport included in this. The Thursday night when we get in there, you're going to have a big welcome reception. And then, the Friday morning, you're going to be able to feed the dolphins, the tarpon, all that kind of fun stuff. And then we're going to have about half a day. Did I say it right? Jake's laughing at me. That's all Florida talk. I'm in the desert. We have road runners out here. So, we don't have the dolphins. All right. But understand.
We are not, just to clarify, we will not be feeding any tarpon. You might go tarpon fishing, but we're not going to feed the tarpon.
All right, we're doing the dolphins. Is that right? Ask Linda. Is that what
think
we're
of Flipper.
All right. So understand that in the morning, we're going to feed some water creature. All right. And then that day, what is it?
Some dolphins.
Awesome. And then that day, we're going to have a full day of training, which we're excited about. So it's going to be more of a traincation. Excuse me. And then the next day, we're going to get in a trolley and go down to Key West and have a great time. And then the next day, we're going to do a boat tour, a sunset cruise. And obviously, you're going to have a lot of free time. It's going to be a great time to tie in a vacation with training. And the resort is literally top notch, guys. You're not going to even want to leave how great this resort is. And so just know next Saturday, we're going to roll that out. And every month, there's going to be a lucky winner that we draw, and we're going to pay for your vacation. It's for 2 people. It's going to be a blast and a lot of great stuff. And so, we went through the quick pay update. Just remember Levarti Pay, which is in the community on the right side. I showed you guys the benefits of the travel agency, the promotion, the community. I know Jake has some quick updates before we dive into the training. I know Jake wants to help you guys understand the relationship of Levarti, and then the relationship that we created on the partnership where we partnered up with the owners of an existing travel agency to scale this. And before he gets into this, guys, I was with our partners last Sunday in Las Vegas, and I can tell you that I have never seen this guy doesn't show much emotion. He's just not that kind of guy. He's an old school guy, but when he heard the pitch and the delivery and how the response was coming out of convention and the vision about our everything that we're doing, and I let him listen to some recordings of us actually doing the pitch in action, and he just lit up. He smiled from ear to ear, and he said this will be the biggest thing that ever hit the travel industry. And it was a blessing for me to personally hear that. I literally smiled the whole way home, and called Jake and just shared the gratitude that he has, and he believes this is truly a dream team and what we have our hands on. So Jake, why don't you elaborate a little bit on that relationship?
Yeah. Okay. So just so everybody's clear on, we've got a couple of different entities, right, that we're all part of. Okay. First off, there's Levarti, right? And Levarti markets the Passport Lite and the Passport product, the subscription-based wholesale net booking engines, right? That's what Levarti markets. And obviously, we recruit affiliates that want to be part of our revenue share plan, okay? Then we've got a new separate entity that DJ just mentioned. We're blessed enough to partner up with some guys that own one of the most credible, most successful host travel agencies in the country. They've all been in this business for over 30 years. This particular company's 25 years old, as you know, because we've talked about it many times, because of the number of bookings they do, the volume of bookings they do. They've got the highest commission level with every single supplier. They are experts, and DJ knows more about this part of it than I do, but literally in the technology side. I mean, they recruited like the head technology guy that built a lot of the platforms for Expedia. Okay. And now he's a partner in this company, but we've partnered up with the owners of RSI Vacations. Now, I know a lot of people have said, and I've made the same mistake, RSI. It is, let's to be clear on this. This is RSI Vacations is who we partnered with, because there is another RSI in the travel industry that many people are aware of. And they're big, huge time, probably the largest timeshare company in the industry. All right. So we are partners with the owners of RSI Vacations. That entity is called Passport Travel Agent. Okay. So Passport Travel Agent, which many of you are also part of, if you've purchased the travel agent training and gone through that training, you're now part of the separate entity that now has the ability to go out and market the training, the travel agent program, the training program that we've put together. Hopefully you guys have gone through the 7 modules that Mike Catlow put together. Phenomenal. If you haven't, just do it today. It's 90 minutes. And but that partnership with RSI Vacations gives us access to all of those suppliers, like every single supplier that we would ever want at the highest commission level. So it's a big deal, guys, and you can use that and talk about it. Again, Passport Travel Agents is marketing the training and the host travel agency program for RSI Vacations. Now, understand that currently, as we speak today, right now, you have to be an affiliate to be part of the travel agent side because the programming's not completed yet. Like there's still some programming that has to be put in place. But in short order, like in the next few weeks, once that programming is complete, people could be part of, they could become a travel agent, right? And be part of passport travel agents, and they could book travel and make money in the travel industry. And they may possibly choose not to be affiliates. We know that some people will do that. Most people will choose to do both. Most people will become affiliates so they can participate in the revenue sharing pool, obviously. But some people, there may be some travel agents out there that are already in business that don't want to recruit, don't want to build, don't have any interest in the revenue sharing plan. They can become part of the travel agency side without being an affiliate. Does that make sense? Now, understand 50% of the revenue from all of the trainings and 50% of the revenue from the monthly $99 subscription fees that all travel agents will pay, 50% of that money is going to get paid out in the comp plan. 33% of it will go into the revenue sharing pools. Okay. So if you're in the revenue sharing pools and you're an affiliate, you're going to participate from the Passport Light revenue, the Passport revenue, and all of the trainings that are sold and the monthly subscriptions on the travel agency side as well. So again, I think most people will become affiliates also, but just understand you don't have to. You can just become a travel agent. And again, with that 100% commission that we're paying out, I think we're going to have a lot of people that choose to do that, and that's fine. And then finally, before I turn it back to DJ, I just want to kind of talk about what this traincation that we've got coming up next year at the beginning of the year. We're going to announce the details next week, but I will say this: I went through. I was looking at it yesterday and going through all the websites and looking at all the pictures. And this place is phenomenal, guys. It's really, really a cool spot. And it's a barrier island down in the Keys. And we're going to basically, be on this island with all kinds of water sports. We're going to, feed the dolphins. We're not going to feed any tarpon. If people want to go tarpon fishing, I'm sure we can arrange that. But it's going to be a blast. We're going to go and have some fun in Key West one day. And we've got a sandbar that we're going to go visit. We're going to get on a catamaran and go out to the sandbar and have a big day party. So we're going to do training. It's going to be what I would consider one of our conferences. We're going to have plenty of what you experienced in Arizona. There will be plenty of that, but it's also going to be mixed in with a lot of fun and a lot of excursions and a lot of, building relationships and getting to know people and having some fun on vacation, which is what we're all about anyway, right? So as DJ said, I don't know what the exact number is, but it's going to be somewhat limited. We're not going to have unlimited rooms available for this particular conference. We'll know next week. We'll have a better idea on that, but I'll just say that as soon as we put the SKU up in the back office, if you're going to go, I would put your deposit down immediately and lock that spot in because this is going to be a lot of fun. And again, you're going to love this place. In fact, I told DJ yesterday, honestly, as I look at this might possibly be something that could turn into an annual event with us because I think this place is that cool. And it's big enough that as we grow, it can accommodate a lot of people. So I really could honestly see us doing a resort takeover there one day and taking over the entire barrier island down there and it just be the big Levarti family. So as soon as we put it up, lock your spot in, put your deposit down, and we'll see you guys there. And if anybody has any questions on what I just talked about or the relationships that I just talked about and the two entities that we're now all part of, just reach out to me and I'll clarify. Back to you, buddy.
Awesome. Super excited about it for sure. You guys understand something. We've got everything that we had the vision and some and way more, because when we first launched this company, we did not have the vision of a host agency. And I truly believe that this is the future of what we have with Levarti. And, if you're not a travel agent yet, eventually you're going to want to upgrade to it with all the perks of, getting 100% commission, being a part of over 100+ vendors and suppliers at the highest, qualified commission possible, and being able to get your customer facing website where you can drive traffic to, and they can get up to 10% off. And, you make the remaining commission when they book their own travel, and, have the ability to book other people's travel. And of course, going on fam trips. And there's just so many more perks and benefits with what we have. It's ridiculous. And, one of the things I was actually talking to Sandy Toes yesterday about is how many ways that we just opened up for you to make even more money with what we do. Think about that a minute. Yes, you can recruit, other affiliates and members and all the things and get a 25% direct commission, 10% recurring, and participate in the revenue pools and, the builder bonus and, all the check match and all the things that we have. But now you also have the ability to make money daily without even recruiting one soul if you desire. And so, the pitch is so dialed in with what we do. And now is definitely the time to lock your heels in, and really go take this thing to the next level. I was looking last night while I was chilling on my patio, and I realized that as of today, we got 79 days left in this year. Think about how crazy that sounds. Put 79 in the chat if you just captured that understanding that we have 79 days. And I'm excited that we have 79 days left because of the ability of how fast we can run without weights on our feet anymore, because everything that we said we would deliver is delivered. There's no reasons or no excuses for you not to hit your financial goals so you can actually live the life that you deserve to live with what we're doing. I want you guys to understand there is no more excuses or reservations or are they going to deliver on everything they said they were going to do. Like, it's here. It's time. Just like at the convention, it's, Levarti is going to take over this world in a very big way. We are already creating waves and movements. Last Monday, a week ago to, this Monday, I had somebody reach out to me, and Jake knows who it is, that owns another host agency. And they're like, how are you disrupting the host travel agency space? And I shared it with him. And he's like, I know I'm not a part of what you're doing, but I sure want to be a part of what you're doing. And we, of course, it's a humbling experience to, have that happen. And we're only a week into it because they know that a lot of people right now have a little bit of fear with what's happening because we're rolling out something that is going to disrupt the industry. We're going to have a lot of travel agents in the space that made, 70, 80, $90,000 that last year. And because we pay 100% commission, they're going to give themselves an automatic pay raise. They have the same access, the same vendors, maybe the same tools, maybe better tools, but for doing what they're already doing, they can get an automatic pay increase by being a part of what we're doing. And then if they decide to be an affiliate, they can create residual income and get some revenue share with what we do, guys. I know from day one, we've been selling the fact that we have the most amazing compensation plan in the affiliate space, which we do. And now that we've rolled this program out, it's just icing on the cake. And we couldn't be more excited or proud with what we have. So congratulations to you. We thank you for being a part of this vision. And so here, for those of you that were at convention or maybe weren't at convention, we know that we fed you with a fire hose that weekend. We over delivered with people like Tina, John Rankin, Sandy Toes, Jeff Fagan, Michael Burnoff and Jake and all the different suppliers and vendors and, the information. I mean, we literally had the quality of people that delivered the information was as if we had 20,000 people in the room. How many of you would agree with that statement? I mean, we truly did over deliver on the value for what people paid to get there. And, one of the things I talked about is, what are you doing on the daily? In our closing statement, I talked about, if you are full-time and when I say full-time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking 20 to 25 hours a week. How many of you have 20 to 25 hours a week to to put into something. That's what I consider full-time in network marketing and affiliate marketing. Why do I say that? Because there's something called leverage. If you have one person in your team that's putting 1 hour a week into your business, or if you have 20 people in your team putting an hour a week into this business, you have 20 hours into your business. Do you guys understand the power of leverage? And so all I know is this: every single day, or let me rephrase this, Monday through Friday, 5 days a week, I make sure that I expose at least 2 people. Put in the chat 2 people every single day, 5 days a week, which is 10 exposures a week. If I'm full time putting in 20 to 25 hours, I don't care about the activity in the sense of how many people I'm wishing happy birthday. Am I doing my post? Am I commenting? Am I reaching out? Yes, you have to probably reach out to 10 people a day to get 2 legit conversations a day if you're full-time, okay? How you do that's up to you, whether it's in your phone, whether it's at a networking event, whether it's, connecting with somebody on social media. It doesn't matter. Don't overthink simplicity for a minute. If all I do Monday through Friday before I hit the pillow is talk to 2 people and do the 5-minute elevator pitch, if you will, about what we do in the travel agency space, you will have success with this. Because if you do that 2 presentations a day for 5 days a week, that's 52 weeks, and that's 520 exposures. See, 520 exposures might sound like a lot when I say 520. But when you break it down on the weekly and the daily, how many of you agree that you could have 2 conversations a day about your business? That's it, 2. That's all you got to do. And so every single day, Monday through Friday, I literally at least have 2 conversations. And when I do, I know I can take the rest of the day off. I know that sounds crazy coming from an owner, but that is exactly, I don't do that though until I at least have 2 conversations. And if you convert 20% of those conversations, which is the norm in our industry, that's 104 new travel agents every year that you're bringing in. And if only 5 or 10% of those people do exactly what you do every single year and you reset, I'm telling you, in the next 2 to 3 years, you will hit your financial goals. You really will. And if you tie it into getting people, every week onto your free website, it's just going to go from there. Now, if you're part-time, you're going to put 10 to 15 hours a week in. All I ask you to do for your goals and dreams to come true is to do 1 presentation 5 days a week. If you do that for 52 weeks, that's 260 exposures. Part-time, you'll sign up at least 20%, which is 52 new travel agents per year. Now, you might have to start 5 new conversations a day. Now, if you work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, how many of you would agree starting 1 new conversation a day is very, very realistic? How many of you agree with that statement? Put them, raise your hand if you're on chat. Understand something, but you got to do your DMO with what you're doing. You guys know every single day, I wish people happy birthday. I do a post. I take the likes, the shares, the comments, and I start conversations and I say, Ann, thank you for the love on my previous post. Were you just being supportive? Are you actually interested in what it is that I do to make money online? How many of you could start 5 or 10 of those a day by just connecting with people on your social or going through your cell phone and say, hey, Tina, we haven't chatted in a while. This is DJ. Is this still a good number for you? That is a great conversation starter. Would you guys agree? I connect with somebody saying, hey, Jeff, we haven't chatted in a while. I'd love to catch up, but I don't even know if I've ever shared with you what I do to make extra money working from home. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Maybe you're interested, maybe you're not, but I know for certain that you know people in your network that could benefit from what I'm doing. How many of you just realized I gave you 3 opening or 4 conversation starters just like that? And then what do you say? Well, after you get over your cardiac arrest and get out of your comfort zone, all right, you be a human. How are you? What's going on? How's the family? What are you up to these days? What's missing out of your life? I saw you on vacation on social. How was Jamaica? Be a human first and to say, hey, I would love to share with you what I'm doing. I'm working on what I believe to be the biggest project of my life. and I was at the right place at the right time, do you think that would stop the stop the scroll, stop them in their tracks? If you said, I'm working on the biggest project of my life, how many of you been on a three-way chat and I say, I'm working on the biggest project of my life? I say that every single time. Why? Because it's bold, it's powerful. Most people don't have the boldness to say, I'm working on the biggest project of my life. And I'm telling you, if you start the conversation like this and let them know that, you own a company that trains people to be home-based travel agents. Now, and address the fact that they're going to pause and be realizing in their brain that they're realizing, I didn't even know there were still travel agents that exist. How many of you realize people are thinking that when you talk to them? And then when you can rebuttal it and say, yeah, you're a travel agent along with everybody else, you just aren't getting paid and you don't even know it yet. And you laugh and chuckle and explain. Think about it. How many of you go to a public site and book travel today and you're not getting paid for it? The big companies are. You're doing all the work, they're making all the money. How would you like to do the work and make all the money? You guys, this is such a simple conversation, and I'm telling you, it is fun and exciting to have these conversations and explaining the perks that you can make 100% commission on your own bookings, so you get the best deals out there, but you also get a customer-facing website just where people can create a free profile just like they already did on a public site. Instead of paying retail, they can get up to 10%. They do the booking, you get paid. How many of you like that concept? And then the fact that you can also become a bona fide travel agent and actually book group travel and get paid a tremendous amount of money for what we do. And of course, get access to travel agent vacations called fam rates that the public does not get access to, that are very high quality at a low price. So you can get out there and experience your perks and benefits. You guys understand these conversations with what we're doing. And then we market it through an affiliate model. So not only can you get paid on travel, but if you desire to build our company and co-create for only $50 a year, by the way, if you're been with us for almost a year, your credit card will get hit for 50 bucks. It's not an error. It means your year's up. Congratulations, you made it a year. That should be the best $50 that comes out of your bank account because you made it. Most people don't make a business in a year. So when you see that money come out every year, just know that it's a notch in your belt, if you will, that you just made it another year closer to your goals and your dreams, by the way. But understand something. For $50 a year, you can help co-create and not get a direct commission, but the revenue share model on top of it is just a dream come true. And so I want you guys to understand part-time versus full-time. Pick your path. Eventually, all of you have the ability to up this game to 20 to 25 hours a week and become a full-time bona fide mobilepreneur, whatever that is for you guys. And so just focus on your DMO. Leverage your leaders with three-way calls, guys. I know that I say publicly a lot of the times, which is true, that I am not customer support. All right. And we don't do that to be jerks, by the way. And if you look at Jake, his name on Zoom today is "Have a question, just ask Jake" there. I love that. And understand something. He probably just noticed it. But anyways, understand something. We don't answer all the questions because we want them to go to support, because we're creating an FNQ and we want you to be able to train your people to duplicate. But if you have three-way calls that you need, where you need someone to share the vision of what we're doing, reach out to Jake, reach out to myself. This is what it's all about. I guarantee you, if you get me on 10 three-way calls, that 7 or 8 out of every 10 are going to sign up because they're going to gravitate to our energy. I just already know it. You just have to tee us up. I love seeing my calendar full up with three-way calls. It gets me excited to go to bed, to wake up the next day, and I start drooling with energy because I know that we're going to sign some people up that day. All right. I know that I'm going to help you get closer to your goals and dreams. I know Jake is equally excited. Sandy Toast, same thing. All the people that are helping you guys grow this business want to be on three-way calls. That is one of the most important part of the business. Is a lot of people feel like they're bothering us when it comes to three-way calls. We want you to bother us with the right intentions. Can you guys say I got it in the chat if you heard me loud and clear? It is so important to leverage your leaders. You know, a prophet is not welcome in their hometown, meaning if I pitch my mom the dream of making money, she's going to go, oh, son, that's cute because I came out of her womb. All right. She's not going to look at me as that entrepreneur per se. And so, but if I got her introduced to Jake and edified Jake to be this amazing human, and she would listen to Jake, even though I said the same thing, it's coming from somebody different. And I'm telling you, if you leverage and play the game to your advantage, you're going to have success with what we do. All right. So understand something. Our vision is to literally get to 100,000 travel agents over the next 5 years. You just have to make sure that you're here. You have to go put the deposits in. I heard this the other day on a podcast. You cannot make a withdrawal without putting in the deposits. Think about that. How many people want to withdraw every single time, but they haven't done the work, put the deposits in yet? All right. You have to put the deposits in before you can reap the rewards with what we do. Now, I will tell you this boldly, okay? By the end of this year, we have 2 months. My goal is to scale this company to at least 200 sales on the travel agency a month. Now, in order for you to do, us to do this, all we have to do is each of us get 1 sale a month. Some of you will get 2 or 3 or 4. You guys understand the power of this. But 200 sales a month will start to fill up the pools and create some momentum and get you guys rocking. And that's how we tied it up to the travel agent program. And over the next 90 days, including October, where we have this promotion. Jake, do you have something to say? Your hand's up in the air.
Yeah, I want to add just to what DJ was talking about. Absolutely. We're more than willing to do any three-way calls with anybody. I just want to add one thing. Don't call us to have us tell the story. Okay. Make sure they've seen some information. Make sure they at least understand what we're doing. They've seen the 1-minute video and the 14-minute video, or they've seen a presentation. They've gone through the slide deck. Don't call us to do a presentation, right? I've gotten a few calls, not many, but a few calls where someone's like, hey, can you tell them what we're doing? By the way, DJ or myself, neither one on the very first call, we don't even do that, right? We send them to the information. We point, guide, and direct them to the tools that we've put together, a presentation, a video, or whatever it may be. So once they've seen that, we're here to help cast the vision. If they're not ready to get started, put them on the phone with us. Let them feel our energy. Let us cast that vision. Let us answer any questions, but we're not here to tell the story. We want you, just like we do, we want you to use the tools to do that part of it for you. That's all.
Amen. I love that. Absolutely. And here's the thing, guys, and my wife jokingly says this because a lot of you guys, say, where's your wife? She never comes to events. I want you guys to understand something. She hears me 24/7 repeating the same thing over and over and over and over again. And I was listening to Ed Milet the other day, and he said, listen, leaders get good at saying the same thing over and over and over again. Here's the kicker: to new people. Get good at saying the same thing, not to the old people, but to the new people. So when you come on these Saturday trainings and we have a similar routine, it's designed to, re-energize you, but it's also designed for the new people. So you have to get good at the same message, just talking to new people. How many of you just got that? Say, I got it in the chat. That is very, very important for you to understand. You have to get good at your messaging, your elevator pitch. Like if I literally said, Shannon, what do you do for a living? Without even hesitation, you should say, I'm a part of a company that trains people to be successful home-based travel agents. That's what you say. It's that simple. How many of you guys can honestly get good at saying that? Like if literally you jumped out in an airplane and the guy on the parachute said, what do you do for a living? I own a company that trains people to be successful home-based travel agents. That's it. That's as simple it gets. You stop people in their tracks, guys. I'm telling you, get good at saying the same thing just to new people. When you go to a movie or a show or a Broadway show, they don't change the show up every show. They say the same lines and the same energy and the same passion and the same conviction to a new what? Audience. Yes? That's exactly what we do. All right. The last thing I'm going to tell you, I know some of you guys are not travel agents yet. All right. Keyword yet. I'm telling you, it's hard to sell something that you don't have access to. I'm just telling you, there's a belief. I always teach it's not what you say, it's the belief, it's the passion, it's the conviction behind the message that you're saying. From me to you, when you financially can do it and stretch yourself, become a travel agent because you can demo, you can show things, you can increase your revenue. Yesterday, all right, I was talking to Sandy Toes and she's like, I got this lady on the fence. She's so close. How do I get her off the fence? How many of you guys would like to know that? Anybody on here like to know how to get people off the fence? You kick them in the ass. No, I'm just kidding. But honestly, literally, you just push them, right? But understand something. It's asking questions. It's moving the needle with what we do. I'm going to give you a couple closing questions that I think that could be beneficial for you guys if you want to write this down. When I sit down with somebody and I want to get them off the fence, I'm going to say, Jake, let me ask you a question. Do you want to build this business slow or fast? Now, 99% of the people, put in the chat what you would answer. Go ahead, let me see it. Do you want to build this slow or do you want to build this fast? The first thing everybody says is, I want to build it fast. Nobody wants to admit to build it slow. It's just an ego thing. So you're going to get them to say what you want them to say. Do you want to build this slow or do you want to build this fast? The second question I ask is this. Do you want to make a little money or do you want to make a lot of money? Oh, no, I want to make a little. No, you don't. You want to make a lot of money. Yes? How many of you want to make a lot of money? Right? So do you want to do it fast? Do you want to do it slow? Do you want to make a little or do you want to make a lot? Those are buying questions. You're moving them to a direction. It's okay to ask them that question. Hey, Tina, do you want to do this slow or fast? What do you think she's going to say? Oh, I want to go like a turtle. No, I want to go fast. Do you want to make a little or a lot? I want to make a lot. Awesome. My suggestion is for you to become a passport travel agent. Here's why. And explain the benefits. Explain the vision of making money on your own bookings, getting your own public-facing website, booking other people's travel. You can get to your goal faster because we just opened up 3 more ways for you to make money for doing what you're already doing. And then explain the vision of the fact that you have an affiliate side where you can not only get paid a direct commission on every sale and residual income, but the fact that you can get into the highest pools you desire. Remember, the travel agent program is worth how many points? 3. You only need about 34 sales literally to get your 100 points to get qualified in pool 10. Do you guys understand this? So you're condensing time. They already told you they want to build fast. They already told you they want to make a lot of money, and you're showing them and explaining the value on why they should become a home-based travel agent versus not, so they can condense time. And here's the deal. If they don't have the money, that's okay. You have to be a professional problem solver, PPS. Put PPS in the chat. Professional problem solver. Find the money. You know what I say? Hey, Sandy Toes, I know you just said you want to be a travel agent and you don't have the money. How close are you? Ask that question. How far away are you? It's $4.99. How close are you? Ask them. It's okay. I've got 400. Awesome. We have a program, a third-party vendor that can actually help you get the money. Let me walk you through the process. And we have companies out there like Affirm and many, many others where they can get financing. Do you guys know that all businesses, OPM, how many of you heard of OPM? It's not OPP. Yeah, you know me. It's OPM, other people's money. Do you guys know that most companies are started by borrowed funds, whether it's a credit card, family, friends, banks? It's $4.99 to become financially free. If you create the value stack and make it what I call a resistible offer, and you show them within their first 30 days how they can make more than the cost of admission, do you realize their guard will go down, resistance will go down? Do you guys understand the power of that? But you have to ask the right question. So the question I ask you is, are you asking the right questions? And if not, just change your language, change your vocabulary. Change, it's not what you say, it's the belief. Do you believe that somebody can actually win with what we have? How many of you guys are very proud and have gone through some of the training? Like, I can tell you right now that people are reaching out to me every day going, the website's amazing. Amazing upgrade with what we've done. The training is superb. It's user friendly. I'm excited to use TAP. I'm excited to book a cruise for people. I'm excited to go through these extended trainings because now I'm a bona fide travel agent. How many of you can go on your social media today and actually realize there's people on vacation? How many of you can go into a travel group and see people asking travel related questions, and now you can be a professional problem solver and let them know and inform them, make them aware? See, I don't sell anything. I inform them, I make them aware, I educate them on what they don't know about my opportunity, about me as a travel agent, and that they're overpaying for travel, and there's a better way. When you take that approach, their guard goes down, guys. I'm just telling you flat out, we have the cookie. You have to ask the right questions with what we do. How many of you can start asking, do you want to make a lot of money or a little money? Do you want to go fast or do you want to go slow? And suggest, like when you go into a store, do they suggest based upon what their questions are asking on what they recommend for you? When you go to a restaurant, can I make a suggestion? The filet mignon looks muy bien today. Yes? All right, that's just how it is, guys. I'm telling you, everything is working. It's here. There's literally, the resistance is gone. The multiplier is ready. The question is, what are you going to do about it? And so here's the thing. Next Saturday, tune in because it is going to be first come, first serve. You're only going to have to put a deposit down for the Keys trip. We'll announce the dates. It will be a Thursday to a Monday, like a long weekend. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be the first traincation that we've ever done in this company. We're going to literally condense in about 5 or 6 hours of training what we do in an entire weekend. It's going to be hot. It's going to be fast. It's going to be exhilarating. We're going to go over all the tools, the systems, the mindset, what it takes to win, where we are as a company, where we're going in the now, everything you want to know. And because it's a business trip, now I'm not a CPA, but I've heard you can actually write off business trips, which is very exciting, isn't it, Jeff Fagan? We can write off business trips. So we're going to make this available to you to go on a Life Peak experience in the Keys and have the ability, if your CPA agrees, to write that off, which we're very, very excited about. Jake, anything you want to add before we wrap this thing up?
No, buddy, I'm all good. Great call today, as always. We appreciate everything you do, DJ. Love the energy, love the passion, and we're proud to have you as the face and brand of this company, and I mean that.
I appreciate it, man. And you guys, we're excited. We've got the best partnerships. I'm on private text with Jake and all the partners at RSI Vacations and, Bart and Dave Price and, everybody that's just building behind the scenes. And we're giddy. We have goosebumps. We're excited. We're like kids at camp. Like you guys don't understand. We're pitching, we're delivering, we're doing this, and we're feeding off each other. And it's time. You guys have heard the message. The first year was no one's left behind. We don't want you to be left behind, but it's also time to get out of your comfort zone. There is going to be a little bit of separation this season with what we do. And I know where our benchmarks are. I know that our goal is to gross a certain number over the next 14 months and where to be in 5 years. And you all, I can see you right now, are definitely at the right place at the right time. Don't take it for granted. Don't miss this opportunity. We always talk about that one shot that we get in life. I truly believe this is one of those times. I don't know if you're going to get a second or a third, or if this is your second or third opportunity. All I know is this one is here for you today, right now, and you have it in your hands. And when you can understand and get the belief and just borrow a little bit of ours, I'm telling you, just focus on getting into the drawing every single month, eventually every other week, and eventually every weekend. If you get good enough, you can put a sale in every single day. And I'm telling you guys, we have all the tools, we have all the systems, you have the leadership. We're going to do some pop-up. So pay attention to text and email and all the notification channels. So make sure you're in the community. All right. But we're going to do some pop-up presentations throughout the weeks to come, where we're going to go, hey, this day on this time, we're going to do a travel agent presentation hosted by Jake or DJ or somebody. Make sure you guys blow that event out. We'll do these pop-ups and give you guys some energy throughout the week. All right. We're not going to schedule them and make them uniform. It's going to be whenever we feel necessary to do that. And we'll give you 2 days, maybe a day in advance. But you know what? That'll create something called urgency. All right. When you got a homework assignment, you didn't do it on day one when you had 30 days. How many of you did it on the way to school last minute? Most people are like that. Bart just laughed. I'm sure that was him if he even did the assignment. All right. So understand something, guys. Urgency, last minute creates curiosity, which will get them on the call. So appreciate you guys. If you haven't upgraded yet, figure a way how to do it. It's very hard. It's very hard to sell something you don't have. Because if you sell something you don't have and the person asks if you have it and you say no, you lose the sale because it plants a seed of what? Plants a seed of what? Doubt. Well, why, if it's so good, why don't you have it? Think about it. So understand something. If you're struggling because you don't have the travel agent program, which is the best product we have, period, you need to figure out eventually to get there as fast as you can, because you can demo it. You can see the excitement. I have people going, oh my God, I'm booking these trips and that trips. People, you guys, we had a record day of people getting access to our vendors. We got an email from our partners going, oh my God, you guys had an incredible day yesterday of people that have gone through the training, taken the quizzes, requested the information. You know what that means? You're going to make money booking travel regardless of if you build a team or not. Think about the affiliate model and the booking model on how we collided it, where nobody truly financially could ever be left behind, guys. We're excited. We're grateful. We appreciate you. We're here. The next 79 days will set you up for 2025. Don't wait. Start today. Anything you need as far as three-way calls, let us know. Questions, send us support. Have a great day, guys. Take care. Appreciate each and every one of you.